This is a recording of a woman at the hospital TTH pushed down by a security man. Two women has already been beaten. You can imagine a woman who is in labor has been pushed down by a security man. Look at what is happening. This is Ghana. This is TTH. TTH. And a security man who pushed down a pregnant woman, pushed down women in violence. This is TTH. Oh, this is insane. I'm so embarrassed about Ghana. Look at what they are doing to women. She has pushed down the woman. You can see the woman. The woman cannot even. No, this is a hospital. A hospital. And you are pushing down human beings. You are pushing down people. That's the man's family. You are pushed down the people. Look at the woman. You are pushing down the people. Oh, this is a disgrace.
On your screens, there are footages of an altercation between a security man and a patient at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. The patient, identified as Madam Salamatu Ali, was alleged to have stepped out of her ward to pay her medical bills after being discharged. However, upon her return to pick up her baby, the security man at post in front of manning the door refused to grant her entry into the hospital, shoving her off. My colleague Martina Buguri has been following this story for us. She joins us live with details. Martina, let's get a breakdown of what actually happened at the hospital.
Now, we are told that Madam Salamatu Ali put a week ago, and she and her baby were at the Nico was actually operated upon, and so she had somebody to help her whilst there. So they were discharged this morning and given a bill to pay. There is a machine in the hospital there you can step out, that's outside the to pay. So she said she stepped out there to do the payment, and when she was going to go back, the security man refused her entry. And she said she had her baby and everything there. She just stepped out to pay the bill. But the man went back and pushed her out of the ward and brought her outside. She said because she had been operated upon, she was weak, and then she fell to the ground. The sister who was helping her wasn't too happy and confronted the man, and the man beat her up as well. A third person who was videoing the whole process, we are told that other persons who had also come up to the scene attacked that person. And so, we are told that 3 people were attacked this morning by security officers at the TTH. They attacked their patients and their caregivers. Now, I'm told that the matter has been reported to the police as we speak. So we have to get details from the police.
All right, so we'll also be hearing, Martina, I'll have you hold on there for me and speak with the victim, Salamatu, who will be joining us shortly. We'll also be speaking with management of the hospital. But before that, this is what actually transpired at the hospital.
Two women has already been beaten. You can imagine a woman who is in labor has been pushed down by a security man. Look at what is happening. This is Ghana. This is TTH. TTH. And a security man who pushed down a pregnant woman, pushed down women in violence. This is TTH. Oh, this is insane. I'm so embarrassed about Ghana. Look at what they are doing to women. She has pushed down the woman. You can see the woman. The woman cannot even. This is a hospital. A hospital. And you are pushing down human beings. You are pushing down people. That's the man's family. You are pushed down the people. Look at the woman. You are pushed down the people. Oh, this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. You can see it. You can see it. This is a recording of a woman at the hospital TTH pushed down by a security man. Two women has already been beaten. You can imagine a woman who is in labor has been pushed down by a security man. Look at what is happening. This is Ghana. This is TTH. TTH. And a security man who pushed down a pregnant woman, pushed down women in violence. This is TTH. Oh, this is insane. I'm so embarrassed about Ghana. Look at what they are doing to women. She has pushed down the woman. You can see the woman. The woman cannot even. This is a hospital. A hospital. And you are pushing down human beings. You are pushing down people. That's the man's family. You are pushed down the people. Look at the woman. You are pushed down the people. Oh, this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. You can see it. You can see it. This is a recording of a woman at the hospital TTH pushed down by a security man. 2 women has already been beaten. You can imagine a woman who is in labor has been pushed down by a security man. Look at what is happening. This is Ghana. This is TTH. TTH. And a security man who pushed down a pregnant woman, pushed down women in violence. This is TTH. Oh, this is insane. I'm so embarrassed about Ghana. Look at what they are doing to women. She has pushed down the woman. You can see the woman. The woman cannot even walk. This is a hospital. A hospital. And you are pushing down human beings. You are pushing down people. That's the man's family. You are pushed down the people. Imagine. Look at the woman. You are pushed down a woman.
All right, so those are things at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. We're told that a patient went out to pay her bills. Upon return, the security man decided not to allow her entry into the premises. That resulted into that altercation you're seeing on your screens. We've been able to reach the public relations officer of the Tamale Teaching Hospital, Aliu Zubairu. Grateful for your time, Mr. Zubairu, this afternoon. Has the concerns of these patients reached management?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. Yes, we've just been informed that there was an disagreement that ensued between our security and that of a patient relative. It has to do with the security insisting for the relative not to enter, if you like, the facility through where he was. And so that has come to our notice.
Certainly, this is abuse of patients. What steps are you taking? And in fact, what have you done to actually compensate this victim and also ensure it never happens in the hospital again?
If you listen to me properly, Aisha, I said we have been informed of that situation between the security and a patient relative, not a patient.
Okay, so relative of a patient. It still doesn't make it right, correct?
So be it as it is, management has swiftly moved in. We are in a meeting at the moment, and we're looking at what really transpired. And then beyond that, we definitely will want to have an investigative report. And if it comes out that the security did something wrong, definitely every punishment legally will be given to the person. So that is what we are doing at the moment.
But preliminary, what have you gathered as to what transpired? Have you been able to speak with at least people around as you also engage, you are engaged in this meeting?
Yes, so not to, let's say, preempt what may come out. For now, we just have the information that something like this event happened between the security and like I mentioned, the security, there is a system where a patient or patient relative access the facility. And so the security will naturally prevent people who are not, let's say, allowed to go there, especially if it's not the time for relatives to visit the facility. Yes, so it is my understanding for now that the relative came there when it was not time for them to visit. And so the security insisted that she wait. And so within that space, that argument actually ensued between the two parties.
All right, I'm grateful for your time, Aliu Zubairu. Will definitely be monitoring the outcome of this meeting he talks about and also ensure that the hospital takes steps to avert such assault on patients and their visitors.